Before Elena got written out of Vampire Diaries season 7 and 8. Alison got written out of Teen Wolf seasons 4, 5, and 6. Well, Elena and Alison would be besties as they are both members of the written out of a show club. Teen Wolf is a TV show that ran throughout the majority of the 2010s from 2011 to 2017, lasted 6 seasons and premiered originally on MTV and is now available on Netflix. So Teen Wolf tells the story of Scott McCall, awkward high school teen who gets himself bitten by a werewolf and, well, becomes a part of the pack that transform under the moonlight in his town of Beacon Hills. And we follow Scott throughout his high school years and his new life as a werewolf, with his relationship with his mum, his new friends, and his love for Alison Arnett, daughter of werewolf hunters. Can you believe I had never watched a single Teen Wolf episode, nor was I aware of this show's existence until August last year when I came across it on Netflix? And yeah, I have to say, it's gradually grew on me the more episodes I saw of the first season, and with the Teen Wolf movie now on Paramount Plus, I am simply itching to share my thoughts on the original show before the movie, which I've heard sucks. I'm here today to explain why I think the first 3 seasons of Teen Wolf clearly hold up the best, whereas season 4, 5, and 6 do not. This show lasted 100 episodes in total, and while the structure of the episodes per season is awkwardly structured because the first 2 seasons are 12 episodes. So, season 3 being the first to go over that with a whopping 24 episodes. Season 3 is the longest season, and then season 4 goes back to 12 episodes, and season 5 and 6 have 20. But I'm more of a fan of the seasons with a 12 episode structure, as it makes the story far less drawn out, far less fillery episodes. And because of the way season 3 ended, it should have been the finale. Literally, well, Twilight with werewolves are just the characters have actual personality. There's no god awful dialogue, less mushy romantic scenes, and more badass action. So both teen girls and boys will get into the show. Easily the star of the entire show for me is Alison Arnett, played by the most gorgeous Crystal Creed. I mean, any werewolf that gets a first glance of her, he would be howling at the moon like crazy. Oh. Alison herself, she is caught in, well, and Alison herself, she's caught in the most compelling conflict in the show because she is torn between honoring her family's tradition of werewolf hunting, but also falling for a werewolf herself, Scott. It really makes me wish that Alison was the central protagonist instead of Scott, because I mean, while Scott Listen is sweetest love story in the show, Scott himself is the least interesting character. I mean, other than his relationship with his mum, who's now divorced, and his well, growing pains as a teen, and his determination to never let Alison go. There's not much more to him than that, and uh, and Yeah, this is one of the cases where the supporting cast totally outshine our lead here. And I also adore Lydia, Alison's bestie. Yeah, with her uh, uh, elegant ginger hair and her good nature, and also Dylan O'Brien's character. I forget his name, but uh, Dylan, you are just as amazing in Teen Wolf as you were in Taylor Swift's All Too Well. I also heard he's one of the few cast members who did not reprise his role for the Teen Wolf movie, so you'll only see him in this show. The show does have uh, wonderful group of friends here, and any scene with the friends together and interacting, what was the heart of it, and the show uh, never puts uh, the werewolves and the werewolf throwdowns before the characters, which I uh, thought was the right decision. Like one of my favorite character moments is when Alison nearly accidentally shoots Lydia with her bow and arrow, and she just breaks down on the floor, just realizing she almost killed her best friend. That shows that she sees Lydia as more than just her bestie, but as her uh, as the sister she never has, and you just want to give Alison some serious comforting in that moment, and the werewolf fights are more thrilling than some werewolf fights I've seen in some movies. That they are that enthralling. And anybody who's squeamish, don't worry, you can watch this show just fine because they never go over the top with the blood and gore with any of the werewolf moments here. Also, the theme song sure is to howl about. It's will uh, get the hairs on the back of your neck sticking right up. And the opening character credits in a black and white are extremely slick. If I had to pick a favorite season, it would have to be season 2, as that was when my interest was uh, at its fullest. And season 3, for the most part, I was on board with. I, I until the finale when Alison leaves the show and the show becomes Alisonless. Yeah, that was when I slowly but surely began to lose all interest in Teen Wolf, which brings me to my next point. Seasons 4 to 6 kind of suck. Yeah, without Alison, this show just blows. I mean, why the showrunners thought it was the right decision continuing the story without her, it wasn't. Seasons 1 to 3 feel like the true Teen Wolf story that's canon, whereas seasons 4, 5, and 6 just feel like uh, complete cash-ins. Sadly, it suffers from the same pattern as the majority of great shows. The first few are uh, uh, the best, and after a while, the show goes downhill and declines. I totally guess it. The actress Crystal Creeder wanted to leave the show after season 3, and I totally and wholeheartedly respect her decision for that, as did the showrunners. But I don't think the story functioned right without her being there, because Scott's listen, that love story, well, uh, led to nothing. Lydia and Alison's friendship led to jack shit. It was never the same for me without her. Yeah, so I barely remember what went on in the fourth, fifth, and sixth seasons. Though she did appear in a flashback in one episode in the later seasons, that's all we got of her. But I'm overjoyed to hear she will be returning for the movie, which may be, well, uh, the reason to watch it. So yeah, at the end of the day, if I would recommend sticking with the Beacon Hill gang for the first 3 seasons. But if you don't mind Alison's absence in the later seasons, then good for you. But personally, I found her to be hugely missed. I give Teen Wolf seasons 1 to 3 4 stars out of 5. Great show. And I give Teen Wolf seasons 4 to 6. 1 star out of 5. Fuck these seasons for not having Alison in them. So yeah, both a positive and negative review in just one video. You guys got the total package today, and yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on each season of Teen Wolf? What's your favorite and least favorite? I mean, I am predicting your favorites are the ones with Alison in, but if you don't mind Alison's absence, then please comment below and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time when I well review or rant on Teen Wolf the movie, depending on how I feel, because I heard that movie is a well disastrous revival of the franchise. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.